my channel and see if it pops up. Oh, yep, it is. Live with Doodle. Waiting for, there we go. Now we're live. Okay, I see it on YouTube. So I think it's just a few seconds behind.
Okay.
Okay. So I changed myself to restream. Okay, great. Now, let me see if, let me make sure this is public and everything going on YouTube.
I'm glad you're doing it because I have no idea how to do live on YouTube.
You know, I'm not really sure myself either. So I think this is right. Okay, and it is public.
Okay. Woo-hoo.
Okay, good. So, okay. Oh, and we have a few people watching right now.
Okay, great. Hello, everybody.
There's Daniel and Siotos. Oh, man. Hi, guys.
Oh, hello, everybody. Welcome to our live.
We are, it's only my second time doing this live with this stream, and Dominica's first time on YouTube. Hi, Heidi. I'm not sure how to say that.
Oh. So where are you right now?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
I am in Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay. And what time is it there?
It is 12 o'clock in the middle of the day.
Okay. And I'm in Athens, Greece, and it's 7 o'clock because the clock changed today for the last time. I think it's never going to end. That's what they say. So it's staying like this. And we're here. So we never met before also. This is the first time we're meeting. So maybe I'll introduce myself. And I'm Dominika. Dominika writes on social media.
Mm-hmm.
And that's my scrambler here. How you can see.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So Dominika is a model, motovlogger, host of the Red Bull
MotoGP Rookies Cup. It's long sentence.
That's so much easier to type than not.
You can say RBCR. So.
RBCR. Okay, thank you. Oh, we have some more people saying, hi, Abi, Mayavi, I hearts, flipping the blue, Heidi, Mayavi. Give me one bike. Mayavi wants one of your bikes. Kyle says, hey. Okay, so Dominika, if you want to tell us maybe, are you from Greece? Or are you just living
I'm originally Slovakian, but I grew up in Greece. So when I was 3 years old, my family moved to Greece. I feel more Greek than Slovakian, but then I feel a foreigner in Greece, and then I still do feel a foreigner in Slovakia. So it's kind of a mix.
Okay, great.
I lived abroad for the last 18 years, and I finally managed to move back to Greece.
Okay, great. So we've got a few people hopping in since we started. So if you want to, I don't know, maybe tell us about your bikes right behind you. Because I think you were telling me before I hit the live button. Yeah. And then I'll start with some of the Instagram questions, and then I'll start going on with any questions people ask in the side chat. And anyone who sends a super chat will get priority in the questions. Okay, so
great.
Dominika, why don't you tell us?
Before I start, I want to find out what's your original name, because I know you as a Doodle. So.
Oh, yes. Yes, my original name is Carolyn.
Carolyn.
Yeah, Carolyn. And Doodle's a nickname. It was given to me by my martial arts school a long time ago.
Oh, cool. So and you went for a motorcycle for martial arts. That's really interesting.
Yeah, there's some fun. I like fun things.
Yeah, I like it. I think it's very unique. It's really nice.
Thank you. I think the same about modeling and motorcycles. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, the good thing is I know how to pose because I've been modeling for 18 years. So I feel really comfortable in front of a camera, and I know how it goes and how is the setup, what is the progress. So when I'm actually doing a photo shoot for motorcycles, it's something I'm really good at, but also something I really enjoy. So like a combination of these two things, I think it's really nice because finally I can create my own photo shoots and be like the art director of my own shoots.
Oh, so yeah.
That's really cool. Well, I wanted to be an art director, but fashion, I kind of start fading away from fashion.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice. There's things that you do feel that you're not, you're really actually inspiring people to become shopaholics.
Mm-hmm.
And it's also quite fake, the whole industry, and photoshopped, let's say.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're not the first model I've heard say kind of those things that you. Yeah.
Well, at least now I feel like I do inspire people to join a sport, because for me personally, motorcycles, it's a sport.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really nice to get out and do something that makes you really happy and learn, improve, discover new places, or go to schools to learn new things.
Mm-hmm.
So at least when you inspire the younger generation also to dress properly, wear riding gear, never without the helmet, I think we at least something good.
Yes. That's why I think I got to know you from first finding you on Instagram. I think that was my first finding of you, and I just thought you represent women in motorcycling very well. So yeah,
I'm trying my best.
Yes, I'm glad you wear your gear and
it's also really hard for the ladies to find a proper gear. Like when I first got my license was in 2018, and back then I could find 2 pair of jeans and 2 pair of jackets and 1 pair of boots as an option to ride, and that was in London. So I'm really glad that now, after all these years, you do feel that there's a lot of brands improving and creating more and more options for riding gear for us. The demand is a lot more than it used to be. Because before, I don't know how many percentage of women compared to men there was, but now it's much more, definitely, than how it used to be.
Yes, that's a good thing. It's the numbers are growing every year, so that's nice. We're definitely still in the minority. At least I'm not sure what in Europe, but I know in USA, I think where women are about 25% of riders, but to males, and then even smaller with sport bikes. But yeah, I think we're
probably around that here as well. But that's better than 1%.
Yes. Plus, it's not like the guys are bad. Y'all are fun too.
No, as long as you enjoy what you're doing and you ride, then it doesn't matter what gender you are, but you're still enjoying it.
There you go. Exactly. Now, Dominika, can you tell us how you started riding and how you went from exclusive? Because I guess you were exclusively modeling, and then your career kind of switched to also including modeling with motorcycle related things. Can you tell us kind of about that? That's how you started riding, and then how you transitioned into modeling plus motorcycles.
Well, let's start with the beginning. That since I was a kid, I always wanted to ride motorcycles. I was looking at motorcycles and admiring them and being like, "Whoa, look, Mom, this is so cool." One day I'll be riding them. But as a woman, you grow up in a family and the parents are worried. They don't want you to ride the bike. Nobody really help you to kind of make your dream reality, and also dare to go out and get that driving license. So then I was riding with my boyfriend many years on the Harley that you can see. Maybe you can see it here. And he decided to make his motorcycle from double seat to single seat. And then I got really pissed off, and I was like, okay, or I have 2 choices. Or I'm gonna break up with you, or I'm gonna get my own motorcycle, because I really, really enjoy riding in the back. And I was like, okay, so you get your driving license and we buy a motorcycle. And I was in London. We went to the bike shed. Have you ever heard of the bike shed?
The bike shed. I've heard of it in London. Is that the place with the arches?
The arches.
Yes, I saved it as a place I want to visit someday.
It's so nice. I used to live literally around the corner of bike shed.
Oh, cool.
They also opened up in LA, I think. I don't know if it's due to COVID, if that's open, but I think so. And we went there for breakfast, and we saw this really beautiful custom Honda CBF 250, and I fell in love with it, and I was looking at it.
Mhm.
And when we came back home, I was obviously still modeling and using the public transport to get to my work. 2 buses, 3 tubes, metro, how do you say?
Mhm. Yeah.
Trains.
What do we call it? Underground or trains. I lived in London for a while, so I used to the word metro. Like, yeah, that's what you call it.
Tube.
I think in US it's not metro. I think in US we say train, just train.
In England, it is cube, and I was really fed up with all this public transport. And then I saw that bike, and I couldn't stop dreaming about it. So my boyfriend was like, "Okay, you know what? Let's go and buy that motorcycle." And I think it's about time for you to get your driving license. So he kind of really helped me, like push me to, dare to do that step. And I bought the bike, and then I had it in the garage, secretly trying to learn how to ride it and change gear while I went to do my driving license. And that was 2018.
Ooh, doing it in secret before the license.
18, I think, yeah.
What was so what country were you in when you got your license? Was it London?
I was in London, and it's really difficult to get your driving license there because you have to pass 4 different tests.
Oh wow.
Which is not great because, to be honest, I think if you want to ride a motorcycle, you should actually know how to do it and really study for it, because you're really exposed. You should be knowing how to ride, because a lot of, for example, here in Greece, there's a lot of people that, they just get the driving license like that. And hopefully that will change. I think they're changing it now to make it a bit more strict.
So what was it like in London? So there were 4 tests. How else was the process like to get that?
You have the theory. Then you have, wait. First of all, you have to do the CBT, which is on a small bike with no gear, no changing gear. And you can keep your license. It's only up to 50cc for 2 years.
2 years?
Yeah, because then you have to do the full motorcycle driving license, or you should redo your CBT and then be able to ride again a 50cc. That literally takes 1 day to do. That was like a joke, that was on a basketball field. And we just went doing a slalom, figure of 8, stop and drive a little bit in the town behind your coach, and then he's like, "Here is your CBT." And I was like, "Really? Am I ready? Like, I got it?" And then you do your theory, and then you have module 1 and module 2. Module 1 was in another field that you have to ride a proper motorcycle with gear and do emergency stops, swerve, U-turn, put the motorcycle, like move it around. Module 2 was, I think, 40 minutes following your instructor, and you go from national speed limit into town, into everywhere, and you through the intercom. And he's telling me, like, in the next roundabout, you have to go follow Abbey Road. And if you couldn't hear what he said and you take a mistake, you have to, like, you fail? You fail, yeah. It's so strict. Or even if you miss one lifesaver, I think, like, if you do like a half lifesaver and not a full lifesaver.
A lifesaver? What do you mean lifesaver? What do you mean lifesaver?
When you're driving, don't you, like, lifesaver is when you always check before you do any other move.
Oh, I hadn't heard that term before.
What? Really?
Yeah, we don't use that here in US. Is that in London or just everywhere in Europe?
I think in London it's very important to do like lifesaver. So before you're about to turn, you check because you have a blind spot, and then you turn. Lifesaver in English, I don't know if they say it in Europe as well.
Yeah, I mean, we do, don't get me wrong, we do that, which is just check the blind spot. But I hadn't heard it like that before.
It is a lifesaver, actually, right?
Huh?
It is a lifesaver.
It really is. Yeah, it is.
So many times I'm not seeing anyone through the mirror, especially here in Greece. There's like motorbikes like this passing by.
Mhm.
And the moment I'm about to do the lifesaver, a guy is just like, boom, with the delivery, like that close to me. And
Mhm. Oh, wow.
yeah, it's really scary. It's very chaotic. How do you say it?
Yeah, chaotic.
Chaotic. It's very
Yes.
chaotic.
Yes. Oh, cool. I hadn't heard that before.
Oh.
That's the neat thing about talking to people in other countries who ride, because there are so many different terms and the way you do things, and yeah, it's really neat.
Exactly. And I got my driving lessons in the rain, so I was actually riding 40 minutes in heavy rain. And I got that, got home, start crying from happiness.
Oh my gosh! Did you have waterproof gear on?
Yeah, I mean, the moment you buy waterproof gear, it's fine. You don't get wet. It's totally fine. And you know, London, it rains like 340 days per year.
Wow. Yeah.
I really enjoy riding in the rain. And tarmac is free. Yeah.
Oh, do you have any? That's interesting you say that, because I am very afraid to ride in the rain, and I don't do it. I know, but I plan to. I plan to make myself do it this year.
And I think tarmac in USA is pretty good. It's not slippery. Like here in Greece, it's slippery even if it's not raining.
Oh. Well, do you have any tips for riding in the rain? Like what to wear, or if you need to ride differently? What do you recommend?
Definitely. Like, it's really good to buy Gore-Tex waterproof. I wear Dainese Gore-Tex trousers and jacket. And the good thing is that you can just put your skinny jeans, and then on top of that, I put the jacket. I try like a waterproof North Face, the ones that gets really small, you know, like a bag kind of thing. And that was a bad idea because I ended up melting it on my exhaust.
Oh no.
So yeah, better to get a proper waterproof riding gear. Good to know. Yes, and I was like, my exhaust was freshly ceramic coated.
Oh no!
And then I found this like nice, lovely melted spot of plastic. Oh.
So annoying.
Well, I learned my lesson.
I wonder how you can take that off.
No,
you can't.
No.
There has to be a way.
I think now over time it's full of little, you know, it's not perfect, so you can't really see it now. But back then, when it was freshly painted, you could see everything.
Okay. Now I don't want to ignore the side chat. That's the tricky thing, because the last live stream I did it with few people, so I could ask a question, everyone would answer, and I'd look at the.
We could also leave it for the end, like the last 15 minutes. It will be just questions from the audience.
Okay, good idea. Yeah, we'll do that.
When I did live a couple of times, that's how I did it. So I have a chat with my guests, and then towards the end, I was like, okay, the last 10 minutes is for you guys, and then we just ask questions from the audience.
That's a great idea. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm a little new at live streams. Okay, then you know what? I did have a couple questions I do want to get to.
Sure.
That's some people want to see your garage, like see the bikes you got.
Okay, yes.
We kind of talk about it quickly, and then so why don't you show us your bikes, and then I'll
see if I can maybe take the computer like that. So this is my custom Scrambler Ducati full throttle from 2016.
Yes, I remember that bike. I've seen that on your Instagram.
So when I bought the Honda, my first motorcycle, after 1 month, I actually got my driving license. I thought it was too small for me, 250cc. It was not enough to overtake a black cab in London.
Yes, that's
and that really got it into me, and I come home and I was like, this bike, no, this is not the right one for me.
Yeah.
And then I went
to use.
Yeah.
Yes.
You had the same experience.
Sorry?
You had the same experience.
No, but I'm familiar with, because I had a 650 one-cylinder cruiser, and even that was not enough on the highway. Yeah. It really maxed out at highway speed limit, but all the cars around me are going much faster than the speed limit.
Yeah.
And just about a year of riding on the highway, it vibrated so much that the license. It was so weird, yeah. So yeah, especially I experienced. So I can imagine 250. That's even smaller than.
Yeah, well, when I didn't know how to drive, that's why I always say to people, don't buy a motorcycle before you get your driving license, because the way you feel now is going to change the way you feel after. And I thought 250 was way too much for me. And then when I actually learned how to drive, it was not enough. So then I got Scrambler Ducati full throttle. I didn't really like how it looked because it was yellow. And then I was like, don't worry, we can customize it. It's really easy and customizable. So we can change it. And I changed the seat, the handlebar.
It's really pretty.
Bits by bits. Thank you. I've changed everything. So even though I will show you this little detail, you might like, wait, the light. So this is
neat.
This is they called frozen grips, and they have my name that says Dominika Ride. So it's like a sticker you put underneath.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. I saw that on your Instagram.
So this is a really cool detail.
Do you have any trouble with the heat on the Scrambler, on the Ducati Scrambler? Did you say yeah?
That comes with the Ducati. That's the price you pay when you buy a Ducati.
I guess everything has a price.
Well, when I was in London, they gave me the Super Sport to ride around for I had it for like a month, I think. And I remember I was riding it, and my leg was like this because the exhaust was so hot. I was burning even with Kevlar jeans.
Yes, I know.
It's not meant to be for traffic. Super Sport is meant to just go on the track.
That's so funny because I test rode a Ducati Scrambler years ago, in 2017, and I felt that I had Kevlar jeans, and I was like, my leg is burning. But I was
degrees in the heat is even worse. So if it's hot,
it was hot. It was really hot.
That's one of the reasons I ceramic coated my exhaust, and it's ceramic coated out from outside, and I think also from inside. So that kind of keeps the heat. The heat doesn't go that much out.
Yeah. Oh.
And I wrapped at the beginning. I wrapped my exhaust.
Oh yes.
When I took it for service repair, the guys unwrapped it, and then they wrapped it again really badly, and then they start changing colors, and it was just too much messy. It looked messy. So then I took the wrap off, and then I went for ceramic coating, and I think it's nice because it's all black.
Oh, neat. Yeah. That's neat. I didn't know you could do that you could put ceramic coating and that protects heat.
Yeah, it definitely does something. I don't know if it's 10% or 20%, but for sure it does something for
Well, very cool.
And as long as you keep moving and you're not stuck in traffic, then it's gonna be okay. But never ride with shorts.
No.
I tried that once and never again.
I'm sure it felt nice and cool at least.
Yeah.
Okay, I made you stay on the Scrambler for so long. I was captivated.
That's my boyfriend's bike. Well, that's our Harley, if you can see here. That's also customizable, and that's from the 1997.
Wow.
Yeah, it's really old and it's beautiful. I ride it sometimes.
You ride it sometimes?
Yeah. And here I have the press bike I'm currently test riding. It's the Ducati Multistrada V4S. Everyone has been talking about that bike, and it is amazing.
Yeah, it has that seat looks so low. Wow.
Yeah, it's not too how do you say it? It's really big and chunky, so the seat is kind of low, so when you ride it you don't feel it.
Oh, neat. How so you are, I think I saw in one of your videos you mentioned your height in centimeters, and then I can't remember what you said. 5'9". Oh, you're tall. Oh, whoa.
I used to be the shortest model out there when I started modeling.
Oh, yeah?
All the girls were like 5'11", 5'10".
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
But now
there is more. Yeah, now there's a variety. You have petite models. You have not like regular kind of size, and then really usually do catwalk. But I think my length is the one that fits all the clothes.
Okay.
Too tall, then the trousers are too short, and if you're too short, then it's too, it has to do with the sizing.
Oh yeah, I think Kate Moss was 5'9" too.
I think so too. Yeah.
I think so. I think I remember seeing that she was, and back then that's like very short for a model.
Exactly. But back then standards were like 178 and up, and I'm 175.
Oh,
3 centimeters.
you're a little one.
Yeah.
You would think I'm tiny then. I'm 5'3.75" inches.
5'3"?
5'3.75", so almost 5'4".
What? But you look so tall on the pictures.
Thank you. That's what everyone says. I think it's because normally I'm taking pictures of myself on a tripod and it's down low, so it just makes me look taller.
That's a perfect angle.
Yeah, I didn't even realize that, but a lot of people I've noticed were surprised when I would say that. They'd say, "I thought you were so much taller," and then I started thinking about it.
Do you put your motorcycle lower or change the seat, or you ride it as it is?
I used to have it lowered, but then I realized a lot of people are just fine on taller bikes. It's just a matter of learning what to do. So I raised it back and said, "I will figure this out." So yeah, it's raised now, and it's fine. It's I've gotten used to it. I just 1 foot down. That's it.
What's great? What's your bike? Your official bike that you have?
Right, I have a Triumph Street Triple R.
Okay, great.
Yeah, I want to do what you're doing next time. Is next live stream just go in the garage so I can have it in the background.
Yeah,
that's a good way to do it.
Live will be in our garages, chatting only about bikes.
Yeah. Right now I'm in my. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Now we're getting to know each other, and the next one will be about bikes.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, right now I'm upstairs in my office, so I can't bring my bike upstairs. So good idea.
I do like in the office, but I think it's a bit boring because the background is just the wall. So this is
the
new
I think that's a good idea. I'm gonna.
Why did you choose Triumph?
What's that?
Why did you choose Triumph?
Triumph? I think because when I had my 1-cylinder cruiser, one of my friends had a Triumph and she let me ride it, and I just fell in love. It was the first sport bike I'd ever ridden. Huh?
What was it?
It was the same thing. I ended up copying her. It was a Triumph Street Triple R, and but it was only the second bike I had ever ridden. So I test rode maybe 10 plus bikes throughout the next year, and I didn't get it right away, but eventually I just went back to it, kept coming back to it. I was like, okay, I need to get this bike, even if I'm a cruiser girl, but not anymore. Now I'm a sport bike girl.
What cc is it?
675.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I picked it over all the others because it's for that cc level. It's just smaller than the others, and just leans so well, and it's so smooth. Yeah.
I test rode. I can't remember if it was. I'll check on my phone if it was a street triple or speed triple, because I always get confused with his name.
Yeah, the speed triple I think is 1050 cc.
So
it's a little bigger and longer.
So let me see the one. Street Triple RS. That's the one I test rode. Oh
yes, so that is the RS. I think that's a slightly more.
I think that was 1,200 cc. I think it was.
Okay, yeah. So that's the more racing.
And very light.
It was light for you, yeah.
Super light and super fast.
Yeah.
And quick shifter. Do you have quick shifter?
No.
Have you ever rode a bike with quick shifter?
No.
It's so addictive. You're gonna love it.
I've been hearing you talk about that on your content. I'm like, I need to try that. What is it like? Is it what does it feel like?
You don't need a clutch, and the moment you accelerate, you keep the throttle open and you just go up, 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 up.
Wait, so you don't hit the gears? It just lifts it for you?
You put the first one with the clutch, and then the second one, 1, 2, 3, 4 without the clutch.
Oh, Okay.
Yeah. So, and the moment you accelerate and you're just going somewhere pretty fast or getting out of the corner, it's just really satisfying. And the gear is really nice and smooth. You tell me when you try one.
Yeah, I'll need to. My bike's pretty old. It's a 2014.
Okay.
Actually, they discontinued.
Wow.
Yeah, I know it's a little old. Well, not compared to your Harley. I'm thinking.
No, not that old. No, it's good.
Yeah, you're like, that's nothing. But they actually discontinued my model in 2017, and now it's only the 765s, so a little more CC. But yeah, I've ridden that too, and it feels very similar actually. But yeah, so I don't have many of the cool new features like quick shifting or.
I don't have anything on my Scrambler.
Only no? I guess yours is you said it's 2016, right?
Yeah, so it's only ABS, like no crazy features. I don't even have a fuel gauge, which is okay. I always reset the kilometers I do on it, and the moment it's like 100, I'm like, okay, half empty, half full. I'm gonna put some petrol in.
Oh, no fuel gauge.
Yeah.
Oh, so you got to pay attention and make sure you don't run out.
Yeah.
That was my first bike, no fuel gauge. I ran out of gas a lot of times.
Really? Did you?
Yes, because it was also my first bike, so I guess I wasn't used to trying to pay attention to that. So actually, this is an embarrassing story. And I want to make sure it's known this was a long time ago.
How long have you been riding, first of all?
5 years.
Okay. Oh, like me. Okay.
Yeah, 5 years.
For me, it's almost 5 years.
Oh, neat.
I think we have more things in common.
I know. Yeah, so 5 years. And my first year with that bike, I remember the very first time I was out in the country by myself riding, and it just shut off.
Oh.
And I had no idea why. I called AAA. I spent $200 to get it towed to the shop, and they said, "You ran out of gas."
Oh.
That was it.
Were you alone? Were you just and a girl? Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. All I had to do was turn it into to reserve. So I learned that lesson twice actually. You'd think I learned it the first time, but
not what you want to hear when you do all this, and then you get to the show and they say, "Well, you could just actually put the petrol in, and you will be fine."
Yeah, that was so embarrassing.
Well, I did something really embarrassing as well on my first motorcycle. I accidentally put, instead of gas, I put diesel.
Oh no.
Yeah.
What happened to
it? I rode it and it was like, okay. And I stopped and I called my boyfriend. I was like, something's wrong with this motorcycle. It's not starting again. And I was so angry.
You were like, stupid bike.
Yeah, and then my boyfriend came in. He's like, this smells really weird. I'm sure it's maybe, did you accidentally put diesel in? I was like, no, for sure. I would never do this. And he's like, do you know there's a black color of the when you put it in the how do you call this?
The pump?
The pump, yeah, it's like green and black. Like, did you know about this? I was like, no, really, with a car, I never pay attention. So then I had to get it out and clean the whole tank from the inside.
Was the bike okay after?
The motorcycle's fault. It was mine. Yeah, the bike was fine.
Yeah. Oh, good. Well, that's good. No,
I've not ride it. It doesn't go really. Like the moment I think the fuel goes in, then it doesn't work.
Oh, weird. Well, now I know what happens.
I'm in a gas station. I'm traumatized. I'm like, okay, green, black. Okay, diesel here. Okay, I'll do that.
Yes, there's a gas station here in the U.S. that I really like because I forget why, but I think it's just like more natural or eco-friendly.
Is it self-service or they do it for you?
It's self-service.
Okay.
I think there are some states in the U.S. though where they have to do it for you. Like it's
here in Greece, they do it for you, but in the UK it was self-service, and they just renovated my gas station. So when I went there, I instantly went for what I was doing all the time, but I didn't realize they renovated it and changed it. And then
Oh yeah, that would be weird, especially if you're.
And I was late to my work, of course, early morning commute, and I had to take a taxi to go to work.
Oh no!
Yeah, because I was commuting on a motorcycle for 3 years, every day, everywhere.
Oh, that's good. That's so good. I only very recently started commuting.
I saw your video that I commute for months to work. It's so much fun. Like you go to your work smiling, and then after the whole 8 hours of work, you're like, okay, I'm about to ride, and you're smiling again. You're like, okay, it was a crazy day, but I'm riding now. So you forget about it.
Yeah, I'm a much better employee when I ride to work.
Yeah, for sure. Me too. I'm a happier person.
Oh yeah, me too. That's why I need to get over my fear of riding in the rain, because some days I drive my car, like if it's raining.
Well, let's get into the rain. Why do you think you have a fear of rain? Because of sliding, like skidding your rear tire?
Not specifically. I guess mainly just because at least in the US, I'm not sure how it is where you are, but at least in the US, the statistics for accidents on motorcycles go up so much. And my
because other riders don't see you. This is the thing. You're not that visible when you're in the rain. So
yeah, exactly.
Extra careful, and also keep 3 times more distance that you would usually keep if it's not raining. Between you and the car in front of you, you have to. If your distance would be like this normally, you need to do that 3 times.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a good point.
Because you're braking, it takes longer to brake. And also, if you're on a higher gear, it's better. So if you ride, for example, on 1st or 2nd gear, your bike is more aggressive. Which if you're on 3rd or 4th gear, your bike is smoother, and that's what you want. You want to have a ride, be riding smooth, control, smoother brakes, everything a little bit smoother. Relax, like always relax. Don't squeeze the handlebars, and just like like you're sitting and you're like, okay, relax.
Yes.
And this is great. Also, an advice in general for riding that I learned, especially with we've been doing this ladies first intro. I don't know if you've seen on Instagram that we're teaching to young ladies how to ride motorcycles.
Yeah, I haven't seen it, but I saw it in your bio. Yeah, I was like, what is that?
I created the first ever course only for women, dedicated to women. And
cool.
Riding School Academy and me, I organize everything. We have 2 amazing coaches, and in 2 hours, any kind of age, a female can come as long as she know how to ride a bicycle and learn how to ride a motorcycle in 2 hours.
Wow, that's awesome.
And we provide gear, the bike, and the course. And also I send them pictures from the whole experience. And the most important thing I learned from the whole course, I'm always there and I hear everything again and again. It's relax. Like, don't squeeze the handlebars. Just like relax. Squeeze it with your legs. So you have your squeeze the tongue with your legs, but never squeeze it with your hands, because the handlebars needs to be free to do what you're supposed to do. The motorcycle wants to be upright. So even if you skid and you squeeze the handlebars, you can fall. Most of the accidents happen because of our fault, not because of the motorbike.
Yeah. I think that's the same here in US. It's the most likely accidents are
always, because our brain works differently, and this is a 2-wheel engine, so we need to learn how to manage and control it. And most important is in the rain, so you relax, waterproof gear, waterproof shoes, and also on some gloves here on the finger, it has like a little thing you can swipe the rain from your visor.
Yes, I used to have a pair of gloves that had that. Yeah,
it's really cool. I used to do that all the time.
What I would do is I would just turn my head, because then the wind would move the water.
Yeah, if you are in the traffic in the city, for example, per hour. It still stays there. And there's a lot of sprays you can put on your visor that apparently the rain slides and it doesn't stay on your visor. So also a good trick to do.
Good tips.
I had my dog here and she was sleeping. Let's say hi.
Oh, let's see.
Hello.
Oh
teddy bear.
Oh my gosh. His hair, is it a boy or girl?
She's so sleepy.
Her hair looks like mine when I don't straighten it.
No, my hair is like this. Even if I go to the beach, it's like this, straight, always straight.
Oh, really? Wow. I pay a lot of money for my hair to look like yours.
Really? No,
Yeah.
Leave it natural. I'm sure it's beautiful.
Oh, thank you. Sometimes I do, but it's so much work. Like it takes, if I leave it curly, every day I need to do something to it, or else
you just put the cream and like do this to the curls and just leave it natural. I'm sure it's nice.
I know, it just gets so, if I leave it curly, it gets so knotted. Like you know what a tumbleweed is?
Yeah.
Like, it becomes like a tumbleweed after just one day. It's so hard to comb it. So if I straighten it, I don't even touch it the rest of the week.
Yeah, okay, I get it.
Yeah. But yeah. But
have you ever done a course, for example, like riding in the rain? Maybe you can go and do an extra course so you feel a bit more confident.
I haven't actually didn't even think of looking up for a course for riding in the rain. I was just gonna look at videos.
To a local school where you did your license and say to them, okay, listen, I don't feel so comfortable riding in the rain, so maybe if it's raining, I'll come and have a lesson. And a little bit, that could work.
That's a great idea.
Yeah,
that's a really good idea.
Because more experience, you're gonna realize that riding in the rain is exactly the same. You know, like there's nothing bad about that, and you just need to don't be scared about this. And you need to trust your bike, your tires, and the tarmac, and just be a bit more careful.
Mm-hmm. That's a really good idea, though. I hadn't thought about that. Just taking a course, looking for the rain.
Yeah. I was riding even if it was snowing, which was kind of not the best idea, but I would come home from work and like I would sit on the traffic light in London and see the snow falling, and I was like, oh, okay, this is bad. I shouldn't probably be riding today. But I had my heated vest and waterproof gear, you know, and I really was so happy to ride my bike. So not even the snow would stop me.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's awesome. I imagine I'm kind of just want to make myself do it because that was kind of with commuting to work. I was really worried about that too. And
how far away is your work?
It's not far. It's maybe 30 minutes.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It is perfect. But I just mentally, I was very worried about it. So I just made myself do it. And now I love it. I'm like, oh, this is nothing. So hopefully rain will be like that too. We'll see. I'm making myself doing it this year.
Good. I've done track days in Silverstone that it was raining, and that was scary. But the moment you start riding it again, you trust the bike, you trust the tarmac. Obviously, you don't lean as much as you would lean in a dry day conditions.
Mm-hmm.
That's nice. I don't know. I like it.
Oh,
weird.
I bet it's really nice, especially when it's really hot. It's refreshing, I bet.
Yeah, it's not good if it's super hot on a hot track day. You get dehydrated really easily. No, I don't know. I had days riding in the heat, and it's not the best.
Yeah. Do you ever wet your shirt on a hot day? That's been really, just wet your shirt. Like take your shirt off and put it under the sink and wet it. So you go riding in a wet shirt. I'm telling you, it'll make you feel, it'll cool you down so nice.
No, I never thought about that. I don't know. But then if it's windy and you're riding, the wind will dry it. Donka, what are you doing?
It does dry it. But it at least, and it doesn't work for very long either. But whenever I commute in the summer, because the morning ride is like chilly, but the ride home is usually hot. So I just take my whatever shirt I was wearing at work, I just take it off, put it in the sink, and then my ride home isn't too hot.
You put your jacket on top?
Yeah. By the time I get home, it's dry. Mostly.
I'm not sure I'm gonna try your trick.
Why not? It's a great idea.
Because I don't want to wear my jacket, I guess. I don't know. And also, I'm a bit worried if it's wet with the wind. What if like my neck gets sore or something? You know when they say if you have wet hair, don't go out with wet hair because you're gonna get like a sore neck.
No, I never heard that.
Really? Here when I was a kid and I would like shower in the morning and it was really a cold day outside, they would say like don't wash your hair because you're gonna get a cold in your neck or your hair, and then you can get headaches.
Yes, I have heard that, but I just thought it was a Dominican superstition that my mom and grandma had.
Are you from Dominican Republic?
Yes.
Oh, really?
Well, I was born in America, but my family is Dominican.
Oh, I worked many times with models from Dominican Republic. Yeah, they all always nice and happy saying their country is amazing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's beautiful there. But there's a lot of little Dominican superstitions, and I thought that was one of them too.
No, I think it exists in every country.
That's funny. Yeah, there are a lot of. Oh, someone said Irish superstition too.
Okay.
Yeah, I think my mom has a lot of those. She says also, don't look in the mirror when it's a thunderstorm because you'll get electrocuted. I'm like, that's not true. That's not real, Mom.
Wow. Okay, yeah, I never heard of that. That's funny.
No, that's not real. She also says, don't put your purse on the floor because your money will fly away.
I know that about the bag. Like, don't put your bag on the floor because apparently, your money will fly.
Yeah, so I'll never put my purse on the floor because it just
doing it. Yes.
No, I don't believe it really, but I don't know. It just got me into that habit, and now I'm like, oh, gross! I'm not putting my purse.
Also, the floor is the floor, so we shouldn't really put our bags on the floor.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so I think I wanted us to go for like, oh my god, Dad. Oh my gosh, she's so cute. What's her name?
Donka.
Donka.
It's D-O-M, Donka.
Oh.
She's only 2 years old.
Oh, she's a baby.
Yeah, a crazy naughty baby. I wish I could ride my motorcycle with her, but she's too big.
Yeah, she is. She's a big one. Okay, so I wanted to open it up now for the questions from the audience. From everyone. Now we've got
guys.
Yeah, so I'm gonna start with, we had just a couple questions from Instagram. So I'll start with those, and then I'll let anyone in the side chat ask questions. And if anyone does a super chat, that'll go first. Yeah. Okay, so let me start with the Instagram question.
You say the last one, what the Doodle mix. Love her. Doodle admiring a Doodle.
I wish I had my hair curly so we'd match even better.
That's really cute.
Yeah, so I guess she's what exactly kind of dog is yours?
It's a Labradoodle. A poodle and a Labrador together. You need to get a Doodle.
I really do. I know I do. That'd be perfect.
They're really happy dogs. They're really cute.
I know. There's a couple it's actually we're allowed to bring dogs to my work. And it's
then you need a trike, how do you say not tricycle, the motorcycle with the sidecar. How do you say it in English?
A trike.
Trike, I think. Yeah. So when you get a dog, then to your work, you will have to commute like that.
Oh, that'd be fun. But yeah, you could. There are a couple of doodles at my work, and they're so friendly. They're like the nicest dogs there.
That's nice. Lucky you. You can have dogs in your work.
Yeah. Okay, so let me get the questions. So somebody asked, what is the best motorcycle for Christians?
Any? As long as you like it.
Yeah, I think so. Derek asked, how can I get your calendar? Derek, it is done for the year, but just keep an eye out. So when I get 22 coming, I'll have it ready.
I actually printed a calendar, but then I did it only one for myself, and then it was too late to print it for many. So maybe next year I'll do one too. It's a great idea.
Yeah, I wanted to. So what I did they call it a print on demand. So
Mm-hmm.
I never printed it out myself or hoped
Oh,
someone asked best motorcycle for sinners. CEOs.
a V4.
How many cc's is the V4?
1,200 cc, 170 horsepower.
Oh my gosh.
Very fast. Yeah.
Oh my. Okay. Now let me get these Instagram questions because there was a little earlier. So Harley at 40 asked, I love her. How old was she when she started riding and what made her start? Oh, I guess you already answered that, didn't you?
Yeah. Sick of commuting made me start riding motorcycles. My dream made me ride motorcycles. The single seat of my boyfriend's motorcycle made me ride bikes. And I was 27 when I got my driving license. So I'm 30 now.
Me too.
Yeah?
Well, in July, I'm 32. I'm 31 right now.
So I'm a bit older. I will be 33 in December.
Oh, I thought you were younger.
I thought you were younger. I thought you were like 23, 24.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
I guess motorcycles make you look young.
I think so. I think it does. It really does. Just like
because you're happy, and then that's the gene of looking young and
that is so true.
Enjoying what you do and be happy.
Yes. Oh yeah. And let's see. Ciotos on Instagram asked, first he said love her, and then said if she could ride only one bike for the rest of her life, what would it be?
Oh, do I have to choose between off-road and street bike?
You know what? Ciotos didn't specify. Ciotos, if you're here right now, feel free to tell her which one, but otherwise you get to pick.
I guess it would be my Scrambler because that's my bike and it's fully customized to my needs and to how I like it.
A Scrambler.
And so this one will stay by my side forever. And then I'm only going to get a second bike, a third bike, a fourth bike.
Oh, yes. That's great.
I'm working on it.
And then as the magpie flies, Amanda asked, when you started riding, how long did it take for you to feel like you were a part of the motorcycle community?
Maybe probably the first traffic light when somebody gave me thumbs up. I was like, yeah, I'm a biker.
Oh, that's pretty quick.
Well, I don't know. I mean, you got the license. Yeah. I started doing it. I mean, I'm a biker the moment I got my license.
Yes. Yeah.
As I said, I lived 6 years, and the last 3 years, I think it was near to Bike Shed. So I was there almost every weekend, and it's a big biker community. And I bought my first motorcycle from them. So people were really friendly. I got my gear. We start chatting. They start organizing events that I would go. I raced flat track in the UK. And in general, the motorcycle scene in the UK, I think, is pretty big. And the people were really nice and welcoming. And I was asking a lot of questions. Like, how do you do this? What is this? Why is that? Because I had no idea. I didn't even know what is the clutch, what is the rear brake.
Oh, yep. I remember that feeling.
From zero, yeah. So I instantly felt welcome.
Yeah. And Donna Main. Oh, Donna Main has been hanging around this channel for years.
Oh, nice.
A loyal viewer. Donna
is your channel? Sorry to interrupt. How old is your channel?
What?
How old is your channel?
You know, my first video was pretty much shortly after I got my first bike. So I posted my first video in June 2016. So about 5 years, almost 5 years too. Yeah. And I got my first.
I see a lot of improvement from your first videos, for example, to your latest one. It's amazing.
Thank you.
You're doing a really good job. I love watching your channel.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm trying. Every now and then I get a comment on an old video and I'm like,
well, everybody needs to start from somewhere, and we all improve and learn and grow our own way. So you're doing really good.
Thank you. Thank you. And so Donna Main asked you, How does the V4 multi feel to you?
Great. It's very powerful. It's definitely not for a beginner, I would say, intermediate to advanced rider. But also, you can be very smooth, and the motorcycle is nice and easy to handle on low speeds. But the moment you want to go fast, it really provokes you to open that throttle.
I know, 1200 cc, you said? Yeah,
the 170 horsepower, that's the one that you feel like the torque. It's great. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh boy. And Amir Shea asked, do you watch MotoGP? And if so, who's your favorite rider?
Well, yeah, of course I watch MotoGP, and sorry, next month we're starting our season. So the Red Bull MotoGP Rookies Cup, we have our pre-season test in Portugal, Portimao. MotoGP already started, but the rookies have only 12 races. So MotoGP, I think, I'm not sure how many in total. Is it 20 races in total? 18? I don't want to say. I'm not sure, but I interviewed Brad Binder last season because he was one of the rookies. Miguel Oliveira as well. We did an interview because he was one of the rookies to see how they started and where they are right now. Favorite rider? All of them. I don't know. I don't really have one favorite. It's hard.
Especially since you've met some of them. Especially since you've met some of them, it'll be hard to say.
I met all of them, and they're all so talented, and they're all riding extremely well. So unfortunately, Marc Marquez won't be able to continue. I don't know if it's for the whole season or just the next races, but after his surgery, not fully recovered.
Oh wow.
So all the riders, I don't know. I don't want to make one favorite. All of them.
And Gwen asked if it was hard for me to switch from savage riding position to triumph position. Which do I prefer? Not really.
What is savage riding?
Savage. So my first bike, the Suzuki S40 Boulevard, it's also called the Savage. That's another name for it. So that was the one-cylinder cruiser, and not really, because the S40, it's not, the seating position isn't so much like a cruiser where your feet are like far forward and your hands are like this. It's
controls.
Yeah, no, it's pretty like upright. And then the Triumph, it's the same thing. It's not so aggressive of a sport bike. It's pretty upright. So they were both actually
racer, or not so much.
Not racer, no. Yeah, so both of them, like the cruiser wasn't too cruiser seating position, and then the Triumph isn't too sporty seating position. So together they were very close. But I just rode a cruiser again for the first time on Friday. And it was very awkward. Like it felt so weird. It's official. I'm a sport bike girl now.
Really? Have you ever done off-road?
I haven't done off-road yet, but it's on my list. I
definitely need to go and do off-road. You will improve your riding skills 200%. And also, the moment you start feeling the slides in the dirt, then you won't be that scared of riding in the rain. That gives you confidence, because then you know how the bike will react, how you react, and it helps so much. Because I could never even, I was so scared of the dirt and everything. And the more and more practice, I can finally manage to ride the Multistrada V4, because this is a big bike. I took it off yesterday.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's nice. It's really nice. You just need to let the bike do what it's supposed to do.
I believe it.
That's the watch. Can you hear it?
Yeah, what was that?
It's an engine, and the moment it hits the time, now it's 8. It makes this noise.
Oh, I guess we're on time. We're on time. Are you okay to stay a few more minutes to answer some
questions? Of course, I love it. Yeah.
Okay,
I really like the conversation with you.
Yeah, I know me too. But yeah, what you're saying about dirt, I've noticed that people who ride dirt on the street, like street riders who also ride dirt, I've noticed that they are just very good riders.
Because
And
they're relaxed and you have the skills, you know what can happen. So that, like, if you've been through that and you fall down many times and you slide and you go up and down and you're sweating and really trying hard to go through the terrain, then the road seems so easy compared to what you've already done.
I believe it. And but yeah, so I want to be like those riders. So I signed up for a class. I'm doing it on April 10th. Is
When?
my first April 10th is my first dirt class.
Amazing. And what kind of bike will you be riding?
I'm not sure. I know it'll be a dirt bike.
Enduro?
Huh?
Enduro?
I actually don't know. I haven't looked. I'm sure they'll
motocross or enduro, and it will be on a track or on a green laning, like in the forest. Do you know?
It won't be in the forest. It'll be on like a dirt track.
Okay.
So it's at the oh my gosh, you know what I just realized? I try not to share my location ahead of time.
Oh, okay. So then don't do it.
I already did, and we're live, so oh well, it's done. What? Please just don't I don't know, steal my bike from me or something crazy.
Oh my God, no.
But
that date can change as well, maybe due to COVID.
yeah, but I need it rescheduled. Whoopsie. Oh well, anyways. But yeah, so it's like a track, it's like a dirt track, and that'll be the first class. But this place I'm looking at, they also have trail riding classes. Yeah. So I do want to try that next after doing the dirt.
And
class.
Do you have a riding gear, or are you gonna borrow?
I'm gonna borrow because I only have street gear.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. That's exciting. You're gonna love it. You're gonna get addicted to it.
Oh, I bet. Okay, let me get back to the side chat questions for you.
Yes.
So Luis Quiros said his wife is 48, waiting to take her riding classes. She is 5'3", looking for bike recommendations. Looking for a bike. Any recommendations? And he asked Honda Rebel 500.
Yeah, why not? Apparently that's a good one. I don't know how heavy it is. Is it heavy? Do you know the weight of that bike?
I'm familiar because it was pretty close. I was looking at it too as my first bike, and I'd actually decided either the Honda Rebel 500 or my Suzuki S40 Boulevard, just whatever I could find used, a good deal. And I just happened to find an S40, but I do remember the Honda Rebel 500. I think it's like, I'm sorry, I'm using pounds, and you know kilos. You use kilos. But it's about 380 pounds, I think, like the S40.
No idea what's that in kilos.
I'll convert it real fast. So, but I do know it is light enough to pick up, even if your skill isn't perfect. Okay, so about 175 kilograms. So,
Sportster, a Harley Sportster, they're pretty low and they're nice to be for a rider if you like that chopper style. A Scrambler 400, and then if you want, you can always lower the seat, like get a custom seat that is lower, and then the suspension you can make it softer so it goes a little bit lower. I mean, for new ones, some custom bikes, Duke. 250 Duke or 390 Duke. That's a good street bike as well.
Yes. Oh, I love that bike. I love it so much. Yes. And for someone who's 5'3", I make sure your wife does the 1 foot down, or else she will drop it all the time like I used to.
Well, I actually dropped. Well, I have a family that lives in Minnesota, in Minneapolis, and the brother of my boyfriend, he bought the first Ducati desert sled. That's how I got introduced to Ducati Scrambler, and I didn't have my driving license back then, but I kind of knew how to ride bikes. Well, I knew how to ride scooter, so I took his motorcycle around his house, and I was making circles. Everything was good. And the moment I park it, it was like slightly uphill like this. And when I stopped, I was like looking at them saying, oh, look, it was so good. And the handlebars locked. And then the weight took it and I dropped the bike.
Oh.
It was so embarrassing. Like
I
I
know
dropped
the feeling.
body, like I was static. I was parked and the bike.
I know the feeling. It's not.
And it was also my boyfriend's bike, so the desert sled. My boyfriend's brother's bike. Sorry, yeah. So until now, he makes fun of me. He's like, "Yeah, I scrambled Ducati because you dropped it."
Oh.
And you see that I bought one, and it's my favorite bike.
Oops. Yeah, I know that feeling. It's not a good
feeling. It happens. We all learn from our mistakes. And next time when I'm stationary, I'm much more careful.
Yes, there you go. Okay, now Daniel Cisneros asked, if you were to add another bike today, what would it be?
If I would buy another bike?
Yes.
I really like the Duke, the KTM Duke 890R. So that's an incredible one. The only reason I would go for the Scrambler is because I like that the Scrambler can go off-road and on-road. So imagine I take it to a Greek island, I can go to any beach I want, I can play a bit off-road. But with the Duke, I wouldn't be that confident and taking it off-road because it's not really going off-road.
It's what?
It's a sports bike. It's a street bike. It's not for off-road. It's not like Scrambler is on-off. The Duke isn't. So, but I really like that bike. And then another bike, obviously, is on my list is to build a flat track bike and also get an enduro bike.
Oh yeah.
And maybe a custom Harley. So there's a lot on the list.
that would be a nice garage, nice full garage.
Well, I have plenty of years in front of me, so fingers crossed.
Yeah. I want to be a little old lady still riding a motorcycle.
Always, yeah.
Always, yeah. And John Court. And John Court asked, "What was your first bike?"
That was the Honda CBF 250 custom from the Kevel Speed Shop, and I kept it 1 month because it was not powerful enough for me, and then I got my Scrambler. So
just 1 month.
Yeah, 1 month. 1 month riding it every day.
Oh, that'll do it. Yeah, because you were commuting right away. Yeah. I think I've noticed that too about commuters. You just get so good so fast, and yeah, that was why I made myself start commuting. I was like, I want to be a better rider. I need to.
Well, the more you practice, the more you ride, the better you become. There's one thing you can't buy: experience. So it only happens by the time we've been riding almost 5 years. So the more we ride, the more training courses we take or go to schools or race, like the more experienced we become. Have you ever raced?
No, I haven't raced.
Would you like to race flat track? Would you be interested into trying flat track?
I mean, I would never say no to new things on a motorcycle. I can't say I'd be very good at it, but for sure, I'd love to try.
Well, then you're invited to come to Greece, and we can do some flat track here because it's pretty awesome.
Oh, that's a very great offer. Well, thank you.
We do enduro. We can go green lining. We can go to a really nice island with Scrambler Ducati, or we should definitely do something together here in Greece. It's beautiful.
Oh, yeah, that sounds amazing. Okay, I'll need to remember that and do my classes too, so I can do that and not embarrass myself. And Amir Shea asked, have you ever ridden an electric bike? And if so, did you like it?
I got an offer from Zero Motorcycles to go and ride them, but I moved out from the UK, and then the COVID came and stopped doing, the events and stuff. So I never rode actually an electric motorcycle. I came across, and I was really near to them, but I never rode one. So I really want to try the KTM freestyle.
I haven't ridden an electric bike either yet. I really want to though.
Well, it must be really weird to open the throttle and accelerate instantly. And also not having gears to change. I don't know how I would feel of slowing. Like I really like slowing the engine down with gearing down. So I guess you get used to it. But I saw this YouTube video with this guy that did crazy jumps with an electric bike in the snow, and it was through Red Bull. He went to a snowboarding park. Yes, and he actually has an electric bike that he put a fake clutch, because he said that he could not get used to that feeling of not having a clutch. So he actually put a fake clutch to the and that does seem to like stand, because when you're standing, you cannot have your two fingers like that. So I think
that's pretty funny.
Yeah, right. That's a great idea.
Oh, that's pretty funny. Let's see. And Derek Morton asked, he always signs his comment. Oh, my lamp just fell. It didn't break though. I'll get it later. Derek, he signs all his comments with your pal, long flowing gray hair. I love it. But so he asked, how do you young ladies keep your hair from getting tangled up? That's a good
braid them. I usually have braids, you say?
You braid it.
Yeah, I always do like a low pony like this. If I have it like that, then it gets really tangled.
Yes.
Especially now that it's longer, because with the bob, it was perfect. That short bob, it was always look great, never tangled. Now this is a bit of an issue. And you should hide your hair, because if your hair ever gets stuck to the wheel, in case of an accident, this can be a very bad scenario. So if you track days in general, or if you're riding, I know it looks amazing to have your hair flying with a helmet. And it just look great, but it's actually really dangerous. So I think I'm going to start doing that and hiding my hair inside my clothes.
I need to, I put mine in a bun, like in the bottom, so I like twist it. Put it in
I saw that YouTube video. It's a great idea.
Yeah, and it needs to be covered. If it's in a bun loose, it'll come out somehow. It'll find its way out, and it'll be flapping in the wind. So I have to put it either under a neck gaiter or what's it called? What I use? I forget. I forget right now. But like a little pocket. Yeah, like it's kind of like a rag with like a pocket to fit a bun. So that's what I use. On the long drive though.
Yeah, braids is the best. Braids is the best solution.
Yeah, for some reason my hair gets so tangled if I braid it. If it's out and it's braided, like if it's out of my jacket, it'll get really tangled.
Because it's like braid until the end. No?
I don't know why. You know what? I think I do know why. I think because my hair is in layers, so there's a lot of hair sticking out of the.
And then they get really Okay.
Yeah, I think that's why.
Another thing you could do is, when you put like a one thing here and another hairband here and another hairband here, that works as well.
Yes, I like that one too. The jasmine.
I think that works. Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, that's a good one. Oh yeah. Okay, now Dominika, okay, I'm so sorry, but now I gotta end the stream. Everybody.
Yes. Okay. Well, before you end it, I have one question for you as well that someone told me on Instagram, and they say, "How do you girls manage to stay so positive and happy? Like, what motivates you to be a happy person?" Because I think both of us are generally like happy, smiley people, especially when we ride motorcycles. Yeah,
I think that's why. I think it's because if we're talking about motorcycles or riding them, I'm probably gonna be smiling. But it was kind of funny. A video I posted a couple days ago, I had a clip from when I was at work, and I didn't realize it until the comments were like, "Whoa, you do not look happy at work." And I was just like,
just big face.
Yeah, just straight face. And then it cuts back to me talking about motorcycles, and
you're like
that. I think it's just motorcycles. It just when you're talking about it, and it's just fun. It makes you happy.
Oh, good.
Yeah. How about you?
I think same, like doing what you like and try to live the life that makes you happy. And if you want to ride all day long and that makes you happy, then do it. If you want to go camping by yourself with your bike, then go do it. Or if you like, no matter what you like, then like listen to yourself and respect your needs and what you want to do, and then just enjoy your life. Of course, we're not smiling 24 hours all the time. We have up and down, but personally, I choose to show on Instagram the nice moments, the happy moments, and in general, if you like, I don't want to attract any negativity. So if I do one post of like moaning about something, or that someone made me angry, or someone swear at me at the street, it's not really nice to share that. And I try to forget about the bad stuff and then just focus on the nice parts of the life.
Yes. Yeah, that can really bring you down if you just think about or talk about the negative stuff too much.
Like once I was doing a photo shoot with a Super Duke, that's a huge, powerful beast. And the guy came and he stopped by and he was like, are you actually riding this? And I was like, oh. And he was like, well, show me, like I want to see you riding it. I was like really? Like I'm
not your monkey.
I don't need to prove anything to you. And I gave him one of my stickers and I was like, if you want to see me riding, just check my channel. Like seriously, this was the stupidest thing I ever heard. It's like, okay, can you cook? Then make a pizza for me because I don't believe you can cook. That doesn't make any sense, but now I'm thinking about it, I'm laughing. But when it actually happened, I was so shocked. I was like, I can't believe he actually, wanted me to prove myself. That's
people can be strange.
Exactly. Yeah. So just stay true to yourself and honest and do whatever makes you happy.
Yeah. Well, Dominika, it was great talking to you.
It was so nice.
Everyone that stopped by and watched live and sent questions. And
thank you guys so much for joining us. And maybe we do it again. Maybe we should do this again. We have plenty of things to chat about.
I know. I'm cutting it off at an hour just because I got to go. But I'm like, oh, it's hard. We still have so many things to talk about. But but I got to.
Well, stay safe and have fun at your lesson. And keep writing and creating an amazing content. I love watching your Instagram and YouTube channel, and hopefully we'll get the chance to meet from close as well.
I know. That'd be great. Make a trip.
Come say hi. Come say hi.
Bye bye, Donka.
Leaving Donka. Donka, Yasu. Say hi.
Aw.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.